Hi guys!
Hey guys!
We are back with another Z Nation review, this time reviewing Season 2, Episode 2, titled White Light. If you haven't seen the episode and you want to avoid any spoilers, you're going to want to skip this video and come back later because this review is going to be chock full of them. I guess the first thing we should probably talk about is the big one, Mac.
Yeah, Mac dies.
had to say goodbye to Mac.
You know, Z Nation doesn't have a whole lot of main character deaths.
No,
it really doesn't. So, I mean, they're kind of overdue for a main character death. And his character is not very surprising because if you go to conventions like we do, he's been at quite a few promoting a new show that he's on.
Yeah.
So, like, I didn't expect anybody to die, but then when he died, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. When you read the synopsis on the website, it does say that somebody's not going to make it out. And I was like, you know what? As long as it's not Addie, 10K, or Doc, I'm fine. But surprisingly, I'm kind of upset about Mac not making it there. He's not really my favorite character by a long stretch, but I am kind of bummed.
I was like, if it's Addie, I might cry, because Addie's my favorite character.
So this episode was very exciting. It's a style of episode, a kind of episode that we haven't really seen Z Nation ever do.
It's very artistic, which is not something Syfy and Z Nation's.
What's really kind of, interesting and impressive about this particular episode is it was very artistic. They played with color a lot in this episode, which was really cool.
Yeah.
Like everything where like the bounty hunter free for all was happening, everything was like greens and beige and this kind of off-white, kind of sick looking colors.
And then they did these like flashback scenes that were very bright and hazy at the edges. Like
hence the title of the episode, White Light. Everybody had these near-death experiences and they saw the white light.
Yeah, but it was really impressive what they did with the colors and stuff like that. The only downfall of the episode is there was lots of shaky cam, which kind of works, but it just really sucks for those of us who have motion sickness. So there's a couple of times I had to just kind of look down and wait for the shakiness to pass and be like, stop running already!
So everything during the bounty hunter free-for-all, like I say, all very sickly looking colors, greens and browns and beiges, but everything where Citizen Z was different shades of blue, very cold looking, and it was just really cool. And it's not something that you see a whole lot in Z Nation, is that artistic feel, and I really liked that. I thought it was cool.
Me too. It made for a very interesting episode.
Yeah.
So, like, right now, there's, like, this bounty hunter free-for-all, and they're all trying to get Murphy and kill each other. What stood out to me immediately was when Warren is kind of following that one bounty hunter they met last episode, and she has a perfect shot, and she won't shoot him because it's shooting him in the back.
Yeah. Which is totally not her style at all.
Exactly, yeah. And that stood out to me, and I'm like, I think that's going to be important. And then he saves her life later on, and I was like, I knew that was going to be important.
and then he joins the group and is basically Mac's replacement. Yeah,
basically, lose one, gain one. But out of all the bounty hunters, he was never terrible. It was just he was like, shoot, I want this reward. I'm gonna take him. And I think he sees that this group is the most likely to do it. He knows he can't do it alone. There's too many people, so he joins them.
And out of everybody, they're the least likely to stab him in the back.
Yes, that's the other thing is, like, if these guys have had him the whole time, and if there's a reward, they're not likely to throw him under the bus to get it. They've been doing this without a reward.
So basically, every main character in this episode had a close call. 10K almost got blown up.
By the bazooka.
By the
crazy guy with the bazooka.
I gotta think he's coming back in a future episode. He was featured too much in this episode to not come back later.
And they made a point of showing a bite on his arm. Or blood on his arm. So I don't know if he was bit by a zombie or by Murphy. Or maybe Murphy's girl. I don't know. But they made a point of it, so.
So 10K almost gets blown up. Doc almost gets strangled. Murphy jumps off the top of the building and lands in the swimming pool full of zombies. And when we saw that splash of blood, I was like, oh man, what are they going to... Oh, it's the pool. Given all the tension in this episode and the fact that there was a major character death, what's also impressive, aside from the artistic nature of this episode, is they actually managed to work in quite a bit of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's the one character who almost kills Warren. Just his voice, he sounds
his voice
just
and how
like
he was speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like Merle from The Walking Dead. And I gotta think they did that on purpose.
It had to be intentional.
Yeah.
Because, like, when you couldn't see him, I was like, did they get Rooker? Like, it sounded dead on. And then, like, it pans around the corner. I was like, oh, no, it's the head of that one bounty group.
Yeah. So I thought that was awesome. And he actually almost manages to kill Warren. And she has a close call.
10K with the bazooka goes deaf, and then him and Doc goes off, and Doc's trying to talk to him and keeps forgetting he's deaf, and then he'll try to reply, and he screams and gives away their location.
I really hope 10K stays deaf for the rest of the series. He's just always talking too loud.
And getting them in trouble.
Like, please let that be a thing.
When Doc almost dies, he saves himself with an out-of-body experience.
He has a full out-of-body experience, like he's floating up above himself, and he goes, "Hey, dude, there's a thing on that shelf. It's a letter opener. Get the thing."
And he does.
And I'm so glad it wasn't Doc who died in this episode.
Me too.
Because I thought out of every character on the show, Doc might be tops, most eligible to die. Because the actor's getting kind of old, and this is a very physically active show to be on.
Yeah, they are running quite a bit.
Yeah,
so.
And I don't know how old he actually is. He might be really young.
Yeah, they might just make him up to look a lot older.
Yeah, but
but he's had a lot of story too, so it's almost like if they killed him off, he's had all this story already.
And he's had, I don't know, probably more close calls than any character in the entire show. Like there was the one episode where he was in the vents and like part of the building blew up and he was stuck in the vents. And, and I don't know how many times he's gotten shot. But man, Doc has a lot of close calls. So I thought, maybe this is the one where it's too close.
Yeah.
So.
And the little comedic relief there is after he kills the guy, Murphy busts out of the closet and says, "What's up, Doc?" And then runs
bolts,
away.
And she's just gone. What's up, Doc? And then leaves.
Yep.
And I'm like, so yeah, this episode had so much going on in it. So I apologize if it seems like we're kind of all over the place.
There was just so much, and it was all over the place. Like all this stuff was happening in little snippets all over the place. So.
It really was kind of a sensory overload in this episode.
It was.
Which really, really worked.
It worked, It worked for this episode. It gave the feel like you were on the edge of your seat, you were high tension, waiting for stuff to happen, and that's what was going on. So it totally worked.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything for this review. If we missed anything that you think we should have talked about, let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, and we certainly hope you did, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more reviews.
And thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.